All right, here we have find ourselves again. Let's try and start this. Okay, so this is what we have at the moment. So today our tutorial is going to be awesome. Let's look at it from this angle. All right, that's what we have. Okay, so the equation says solve the indices equation, which is y raised to the power 2 2 raised to the power y minus 1 times 1 minus y. Okay, so it's a 2 raised to the power 1 minus y is equals to 8 raised to the power 2 minus 3 times y, all divided by y raised to the power 2 raised to the power y plus 2. It's just awesome how such a question, we have at our disposal. So let's have a look at it very carefully to see how we can go about it. Okay, so how do you solve such a question? We've been asked to find the truth set of this question. Friends, let's have a look at something. Okay, let me move around a bit. Okay, so we come here. So that is where our focus is going to be on. Okay, let's see. Our focus is going to be on that. Okay, so let's kill all the stones and close this one as well. Okay, and we'll come back straight on to our board. We have closed this one, so I would like you to subscribe to the channel here as we close the logo. Okay, and we come down all the way to our screen capture. Okay, so what we have at the moment, we cannot see our screen. Let's have a look at it. So display capture. Good, fantastic. It's been some time, so we are going to look at this equation that says let's enter it here. That says we should find the truth set of this equation. 2 raised to the power y minus 1, or multiplying 2 raised to the power y minus y. But I don't think that is how the question is 1 minus y and y minus 1. So you see, it's two different things. So this is all equals to 2 raised to the power 2 minus 3y divided by 2 raised to the power y plus 2. Okay, so let's see how we can sort such a question out to find a truth set. Let's see. So we have this at the moment that we have to concentrate on. Okay, let me see. Okay, so that's what we have at the moment. And we go to our board. With this, we have the draw. Then we have our y. Okay, so the question says we should solve 1 minus, let me position myself, 1 minus 2 raised to the power 1 minus y. All this one is multiplying 2 raised to the power y minus 1. So you see, so this is 1 minus y, and that, so all this divided by 2 raised to the power y plus 2. Okay, and this is equal to 8 raised to the power 2 minus 3y. And we're supposed to find that truth set. That truth set of this equation. Alright, so how do we do it, such a stuff? Okay, you see how it's looking? If we look at the bottom part, we can say that we have okay, so we can say we have this denominator here that will help us. So we can start by looking at the numerator. Okay, so we see we can start by looking at the numerator. Okay, numerator. Why am I saying that? Okay, we see it in the course of the solution. So now, when we come here, okay, so when we look at the numerator, first and foremost, I want us to remember this equation, okay, that says, to recap, okay, we remember if we have a raised to the power x multiplying a raised to the power y, it's always giving us a raised to the power x plus y. You see, so this is a no-brainer. We can't do without, revamping our knowledge onto this kind of, solution, this kind of equation. That's the first property of indices when it comes to products. Okay, so right now, let's look at it. So if we look at it, okay, then let's see, if we come down here, if we say this one is ax, and this is ay, then since they are multiplying, it makes life easier. So meaning we have to add all the exponents, okay? So that is the reason why we have this, okay? That this will help us to solve the question. So let's go back and see how best we can solve this. So this, now we can say that since we have the same knowledge applying over here, then we say 2 raised to the power 1 minus y multiplying 2 raised to the power y minus 1. You see, it becomes so easy. So meaning we are going to add the top. You see, we're going to add the exponent. So 2 raised to the power 1 minus y, okay, plus y minus 1. Okay, friends, it's becoming so easy. We see that if we look at it very carefully, we realize that this 1 minus y, 1 minus 1 will cancel this, and minus y will cancel this. So eventually, this one will be equal to 0. Okay, friends, this is not anything difficult. Let's look at it. So this becomes 2 raised to the power 0. But remember that any number of that matter that raised to the power 0, the power 0 is always equals to 1. Okay, so meaning this 2 raised to the power 0 will be equals to what? 1. So friends, so you see that everything we have on top here, now, this one, everything we have on top here, this is equals to 1. Is it not interesting? Very, very interesting. So therefore, wherever we see, let me see if I can use this illustration. Wherever we see, okay, good. Let me use this. Okay, wherever we see this, can I use different color instead? Okay, so wherever we see the top one here, okay, wherever we see the top one here, okay, let's use good. Wherever we see the top one here, friends, is going to be, it's going to be 1. Okay, so now let's come down here and rewrite our equation. Okay, so our equation now will become 1 raised to the power 2 raised to the power y plus 2 is equals to what? 8 raised to the power 2 minus 3 y. You see? So now we have been able to resolve the equation by, breaking it down further. Let me highlight it so that we see how it looks like. So now that is going to be our solution, you see. So now this is the solution in a certain way. We have broken it down. But if you look at it very carefully, you see that 8 over here, this 8, we can also break it further. Now let's go back to the basis. All right, let's go to the basis. We say, now we come here. Because of this 8, we see over here, you see, from the right hand side of the equation, you see, from the right hand side of the equation highlighted, you will see that 8 can be written as 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, which is the same as 2 raised to the power 3. Okay, so we are going to replace the 8. Let me make a little note. We are going to replace the 8 with that 2 raised to the power 3. So this is going to go all the way and we'll put it back here. Okay, friends, it makes life easier. Okay, now let's see. So now, because of that, our equation is now going to be 1. Let me use white. Okay, let me erase this. All right. Okay, so our equation is going to be 1 over 2 raised to the power y plus 2, which will be equal to 2 raised to the power 3. Okay, then 2 minus 3y comes in here. So you see, in a nutshell, you see that we haven't changed anything at all. You see, we haven't changed anything at all. We have just broken the equation. You see, we have just broken the equation into smaller bits. Okay, it's easy. But now, you see, this one over here, we can also do something about it. Look at it. This is 1 over 2 raised to the power y plus 2. See this one? We can do something about it as well. Okay? Remember that one of the properties of indices that we know, says that 1 over a is always can be written as what? A raised to the power negative 1. Okay, this is one of the properties, again, as we'll learn. So because of that idea, now we can say that this equation can be written as like 2 raised to the power minus of all the exponents y plus 2 is now equals to 2 raised to the power 3, 2 minus 3y. You see? So you see that we have made the equation so easy for everybody to understand, because now we can apply one more property, okay, to solve this equation. Okay, one more property. That property, which I love so much, that is property of equal. Okay, the property says that if you have, we should so always say we should remember. So recap. Okay, if we have a raised to the power x to be equals to a raised to the power y, it implies that x is equals to what? Y. Okay, so meaning all what we have to do is to equate these two equations. Why? Because see now, if we have this a raised to the power a to be like the 2 over here, you see we have another 2 over here, as you can see. Then now you can see from here that the top ones are the x and y. So this top is the top x, and the y here is the one over here. You see, so all what we have to do is to equate the two equations. Easy. So now we can say confidently, okay, that implies that minus out y plus 2 will be always be equal to 2, 3 out 2 minus 3y. So this becomes a very simple equation, okay, that everybody can deal with. This becomes a simple linear equation that can be solved by everybody. It's a simple linear equation that can be solved. Easily. Now, why am I saying that? You see, we have a minus sitting out of y plus 2. Then I have 3, which is out of 2 minus 3y. Friends, you remember our fundamentals? We learned what is called expansion. Okay, so we are going to what? Expand. Do expansion. This is another basic. You see, we are going to apply expansion, 1. We're also going to apply the properties of integers. So friends, in this case, if you cannot, turn yourself around with integers, if your integers is not good, then we are going to have problem. Also, your multiplications, okay, and a simple addition and subtraction will expose us if we don't know, if we are not strong with that. So our equation, as we have it, as we have it, yeah, what we know that is minus y into bracket, sorry. Okay, so let's replicate it the way it is. So our equation is minus y plus 2 is equals to 2 minus 3y. Friends, so this is easy. So easy. So when I multiply through by negative, I'm going to get negative y, negative 2. You see? Then here will be 6 minus 9y. Oh, friends, it has become so easy. So I'm going to group the like terms. For this equation, I'm going to group the like terms. Friends, look, you can't do any magic or any miracle if your basics in mathematics is weak. Then you are letting yourself down. So that's why I always tell you guys that you must always revise Maths is not like any other subject. You should have the properties, your knowledge on your fingertips, so that anytime you are called upon, you can just answer the question and get A. So now let's see. So now we are here. So when we group the like term, see, there's minus y. I'm going to move this to here. So that will be plus 9y is equal to 6. Yeah? Then this one, I'm going to move this to this side. Meaning 6 is standing there already. And minus 2 is crossing. And minus cross the equal sign becomes plus 2. Friends. Now it's so easy. Why is it so easy? That my little baby can even solve this question. It's minus y plus 9y will be what? 8y. And this is equals to what? 6 plus 2 is equals to 8. So we divide both sides by 8. So our equation will be 8 over 8. Yeah. This will cancel that. And y will be equals to what? 1. Hence, the truth says y is such that y is equals to what? 1. That's a simple answer that you expected to arrive at. Okay, now let's go up there and we'll scan through quickly, okay, and see how we started. So this is a question given, and we know for sure that we decided to concentrate on the numerator. We started by looking at the numerator, then we recap. Here is the power x times here is the power y. This is the property of indices. Okay, this is the property. There's a property of indices that we all know. Okay, then this is what we have applied to the top of the equation. Okay, so we multiply the 2 because of the property of addition. Okay, so when we did that, 1 minus y plus y minus 1. And when we computed, we had 2 raised to the power 0. But remember that any number that raised to the power 0 from the foundation of indices is always equals to 1. Okay? That we cannot run away from. This is a property we know really. So now, everywhere I see 2 raised to the power 0, I'm going to replace it with 1. Okay? And that's what we did over here. So we had 1 raised to the power. 1 over 2 raised to the power y plus 2. And we didn't do anything. 8 raised to the power 2 minus 3y was already there. Okay, friends, we spotted something over here. We realized that we have 8 over here. So we say from the right-hand side of the equation, okay, we can finally break 8 into 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, which is equals to 2 raised to the power 3. So know that we are replacing the 8 with 2 raised to the power 3. So that's what we did. Okay, so that is what this one became like that, because we realized that we can apply that property. Then we are just breaking the equation into smaller bits. Now also applied 1 over a, which is equal to a raised to the power negative 1, as the property of indices. Yes, then we'll go to this point. We apply all the properties we know. And friend, if you can take your time and go through step by step, I don't think you will get yourself lost. At this point, I will urge you on to subscribe to our channel and be the first person to receive our new solution. Have a nice day.